What gets you to actually start doing music? So you start doing the mic, you get the mic, you start recording yourself a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. I had the mic from the podcasting in New Zealand. I started doing covers, this and that. And I come back and then I was like, okay, I gotta make original music. I can't do covers my whole life. I gotta make some stuff myself.
Right.
So oh man, I remember making my first song took forever because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, right? I'm looking at Logic like it's like this foreign thing. I don't understand anything. And like I'm trial and error and just like going in there and the mix sounds terrible, obviously. But it's a start, right? So mix number one. And then you just keep going, two, three, four. I used to record, like I used to go to school, classes, this and that, do my homework, da da da, come back, eat dinner, sometimes go to hockey, then come back from hockey and then record. We're talking it's like, well, 12:31 in the morning, start recording, finish at like 3:34, go to bed, wake up, go to school, da 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 da. So I would bust out some fucking hours, man. I would really like be as dedicated as I could be because I just felt like when I was recording, like I felt really good, And for me, being happy is such an important thing in my life. And I think that if if that was other people's mantras as well, I'm not pushing anything on anybody, everybody should do what they feel, but happiness is really a primordial thing. But anyways, long story short, I'm recording a lot, you know, and it's only a year after that I actually decide to. I can't flip the camera, but you can see my mic here, my condenser mic. I have two Yamaha HS5s over here sitting to my left and right, and I got my Steinberg interface over here. So I invest my money into real equipment, and then I'm watching YouTube videos. I used to watch so many Logic Pro YouTube videos. You understand, bro? Like all I was getting suggestions was Logic Pro YouTube videos. That's all I was getting.
So you,
And yeah,
so you basically spent like a year teaching yourself how to mix yourself and record
yeah,
yourself
yeah.
and learn how
Even
to just do
more.
it.
Yeah, even more than a year, man, for sure. And it's still ongoing. Like I still learn shit like every week. I'm
Right.
Googling, I'm going, I'm taking a look at different stuff. And every mix teaches you something. Even if it's small, there's always things that you can learn, whether it's with my vocals or with the way I mix things, or let's say like now I've only recently started tracking guitarists, and understanding how to mix guitars. And now my latest challenge is I just recorded a bassist and being able to understand how to mix in bass, so I have
So
to
you're
I have
getting
to look
like
that up.
live instrument people together to
Yeah,
create like super authentic
yeah, yeah, yeah,
beats.
yeah, yeah. And I think that is really what's gonna be able to set me apart is have that real instrumentation. Like I fuck with real drums. Like when I hear real drums in a beat, I can get more creative. The 808s are nice, but when I hear real drums, I really fuck with that shit. You know. And with the guitar, it just it took the song from like a five to like an eight, like in a second, just with the guitar. Like it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
absolutely
that's like
crazy.
some pretty good. Like when I say producer here, I don't mean like a sound engineer. I mean like production, like
Yeah. Oh no,
decision
no.
making.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Like producing is something that I really take the time and really enjoy doing. Obviously I'm a recording artist, right? I sing, I rap, whatever, but I'm also a producer as well, 110%. Like I've produced songs for other people, and I'm not a beat maker. I don't make beats at all.
No, it's
You
not the
know,
same
I'll
thing
take
though.
I'll take the elements, put them in, mix them, and create a vibe. That's what it is, man. It's just creating a vibe.
Yeah, that's super impressive. So it makes sense that you're at the part of your career then where you're just like kind of just taking your time to like put shit together and do it right in your mind.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm right now. I'm working on getting a project out. I want to like. It's time for me to have like something of a substance. Like, and I have a bunch of singles which you found, but it's time to put out like a solid piece of work that people can go and like and fuck with and listen to and really enjoy. Because at the end of the day, that's what I strive to do. Right, so that people can enjoy my music and just elevate their day. Like that's why I do it. For people to fuck with the music. That's what really that's I think why what we all do it for.
Yo, everybody's got a different reason why they do it. That's the facts of it. But
I guess. Well,
I,
that's my perspective.
I appreciate your perspective of it still. And you guys did the video there, and you linked up with that
Which video are you talking about?
on your
You talking about the latest
YouTube.
one, Stressing Nothing?
I don't know if I saw that video so much
You
as
talking about onomatopoeia, probably.
that's
I'm
the
talking
one
about
I
with the
saw.
bottle, the Henny bottle. Yeah, the onomatopoeia video. So that's my buddy Stasi, AT Films. He's really, really good. He's a fantastic videographer. This guy is really top notch stuff, man. He records well, and he understands, obviously cinematics, in the terms of like how and where to place your camera and how to ramp in and change. And there's a lot of very fluid motion, and I love working with this guy. He's really, I have nothing but respect for him. He's an absolute legend when it comes to working with video. He's really, really, really good. So he was a huge piece, to that project, the onomatopoeia video. Really, really cool. We experimented with all kinds of cool shit, and it was just fun. It was just it was my first real music video, and I just had a great time. It was awesome, and I think people liked it. And now it's on to the next. I'm always trying to create more content.
That's dope. Honestly, I know you have to go, so I feel like I don't want to keep you here like too long.
Yeah, I'll listen another 5 minutes there, and we should be good to go. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess outside of like music, do you have plans for other stuff? Like, because you had mentioned you did a podcast or involved in a podcast earlier. Do you have plans to like push
Yeah.
alternate kinds of media outside of the music sphere?
Huh. So here's the thing. Unfortunately, that podcast fell through. The boys, they people's life changed, over time. So we unfortunately had to dissolve that. But it was still a fantastic learning experience, and I had a lot of fun, obviously. And so that's unfortunately no longer a thing. But for me, like, I've been experimenting with different pieces of content. I've been trying to do content for YouTube on mixing. So I think that like I like teaching. I was a tutor when I was younger and stuff like that. I was a ski instructor, blah blah blah. So teaching is something that's second nature to me. I enjoy doing it, and I think people can find, if they can find value in it, it's amazing. So I haven't released it publicly or anything like that. I'm stocking up on videos and just trying to see if it is the path that I do want to take. Doing YouTube videos about mixing and stuff like that. And in terms of other pieces of content, like, it's a dilemma, right? Because you don't want to spread yourself too thin. If you're an artist, like, you got to channel and focus on being an artist. And if you spread yourself too thin, you might dilute things, and that might not always be the best strategy. So I'm sort of
It's
tossing
a
and turning
iffy
about
mix.
it.
I mean, the
Yeah,
one thing
yeah.
I can tell you is if you're an artist that doesn't live because all you do is try to make art, you've hit a point where you're doing too much art and not enough other things so that your art has very little to say.
Interesting. Very, very good point. Yeah, absolutely. You definitely have to spin it on the right angle and make sure that
Well,
it's really coming across the way you want it. Yeah,
but
for
it's like
sure.
I could argue that 90% of my time is not dedicated to my art, but because of the chosen 90%, what I
Yeah.
coming up with concepts is that much faster.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you
Oh,
can
yeah.
stack the right activities, art just gets more efficient.
That's a great. I might have to quote you, man. That's a great one.
I mean, because I was thinking about it, I'm like, man, if you were just podcasting like this in addition to art, as an example, yeah, like
Yeah,
it's an
yeah,
extra
yeah,
endeavor. It takes away from maybe mixing time, or even doing the mixing thing. It might take away
yeah.
from mixing time, but what it gains you in other things that you don't see are powerful.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I think a thing that maybe I'm doing and wanting to dive more into is more music related. It's being able to produce other people,
Yo, the
to
city
have
needs
other
that shit.
artists. Pardon me?
Believe it or not, there's a huge need for producers.
Yeah. Like I love that there is, and I'm trying to always scout out for new talent and stuff like that. And be able to be part of their careers, like taking them in directions that are positive for them. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun being able to work with other artists and stuff like that, and have them advance in their careers.
I got like one more question that I should probably
Uh,
ask that's super important.
Saves the best for last. Eh? I like it.
Honestly, it was more I forgot. How'd you come up with links? Right? You see
Yes.
what I mean?
So
Like
yeah,
super
yeah,
important.
yeah, yeah, for sure, 100%. So my name is Lloyd. Okay, so my real name is Lloyd. So Lloyd. That's my name. And I was at first I was toying with the idea, like what do I call myself, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And honestly, I don't know. I fuck with Lynx, like the animal. It's cool. It's like it's a solitary, it's a large cat, and it's on its own path, does its own thing, and it just looks fucking cool. And I was like, you know what? Let me use that with my name. So I put two L's, Llynx, and it just stuck. I've been calling myself that. It's through over 3 years now. So
It's a great name.
yeah, yeah. So that's why, the whole feline stuff like that. I saw the cat on your beanie there, and it's pretty cool, pretty cool.
I appreciate you coming through, Stills.
Yeah, man,
Honestly,
100%. This was a lot of fun,
we
definitely.
definitely have to talk more. Because like, yo, you said some super interesting things from my perspective. Thank y'all for
Appreciate
watching, the
that.
people out there. Thank y'all in the future. All your links are gonna be
Respect.
down below, and they've in theory been popping through in the chat. We
Yes,
use
sir. Yes,
about
sir. Latest project, Distress and Nothing. It's a single. Go check that shit out on all your streaming platforms. It's a great song. And yeah, man. I absolutely love this interview. Fantastic. And we gotta chat it up again, man, for sure.
But yo, on that note, everyone, also, yeah, just thank you again. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, comment, all that crap. And yo,
Yes, sir.
live long and prosper, everyone out there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.